I'd like to do the quiz on chapter 3 this Friday, master set due Monday, and then the test 1A on the 4th. That's my thinking. Anyone want to make a case one way or the other?
When did you say the master set and the quiz would be?
Basically, quiz 3, master set 3, test 1A. Now, there's a trick, because basically we're going to be covering new material that's not going to be on the first test. We can cut that short by moving the test up to sooner. But, oh, actually, the test will be on the 6th.
So no lab that day.
Right, I have it on the lab day because you got more time.
So when would we learn, so what we just learned today, is this the kind of stuff that would be on the quiz this Friday? Or are we gonna?
Yes.
Okay, so is this chapter 3 stuff and not chapter 2 stuff?
It's chapter 3 stuff.
Oh, okay.
Chapter 3 stuff is two-dimensional.
Can you repeat that, master set 3?
So what I'm picturing, and reserve the right to erase this in a moment, but right now, the 24th, the quiz on chapter 3. Master set on 3, Monday the 27th, except for one of you, who's already done it.
Oops.
No, it's not a criticism. This is the point where you can start laughing at the other people for, you believe you haven't done it yet.
We're supposed to do the second one?
The second,
Oh, okay.
did he answer it? Okay. And then, test 1A. Unless you'd like the test 1A moved up to the week before,
I think that's fine.
moving it up or where it
No.
is?
Keeping it where it is, yeah. How many total exams are in this class? I don't remember.
1, 2, 3, typically 4 times 3.
So it seems like the other tests will be closer together than the start of the class for the first test.
Yes.
So be it.
So wait, are we completely through with chapter 3? As of
Except for questions that you asked. Yes.
Okay.
I'm finished covering it, other than you'll be going over the homework problems and go, how do you do this? And I go, oh, I guess I forgot to talk about that.
So what will we be covering in class after you're doing the master set? There's a full week of class before that first test. Will that
Oh,
not
well,
be content?
you got more than that, but this Friday also, you got after the quiz. And then, at those days, we'll be doing courses, chapter
So we'll be covering material that will be for the next.
test 1B.
Are we gonna have a quiz for chapter 4, or are we just moving right into the test?
There'll be quiz, chapter 4 takes a while.
Okay,
This one, chapter 2 takes a while.
so did you just say, chapter 4 was gonna be on this test, or? it's-
No, chapter 4 is not on test 1A. The reason why it's 1A, 1B is there's still 2 separate tests. Originally, I did chapters 1 through, or 2 through 5 or 6 on the first test, and that really just seemed to be way too much material, so I broke it into 2 tests. So if you're looking at the old test and you see test 1, that's a combined of both of them, both things. And then I now call it test 1A, test 1B, just so that the naming convention is somewhat similar to what it was before. So if you see test 1, that will cover material for the first test and the second test for you. Test 1A is only for the first test, test 1B is only for the second test. It makes sense in my head, whether it does for you right now or not.
Is the test going to be like the master says?
Master set problems come from old tests. But if you look into, under course docs or course documents, there should be a folder that says, in Blackboard, a folder that says old tests. If you click on that, old tests are there. And if there's solutions, I have answers for a lot of them, I have solutions for a number of them, I have partial solutions for some of them. So if you need some solutions written out, just give me enough advance warning to write out solutions. So long farewell. Hopefully I can speak to Justin. Anyone else who missed the quiz? Can you talk about one?
So,